Hello everyone and welcome to the Thastu ICS. My name is Trija Garg and I am your economy faculty. Yesterday we learnt about the income method of national income. Today we will be learning another method, that is the production method of national income, that is to measure the national income. How do we use the production method and why is it useful and what is the need for it? Okay, first of all you need to understand, using the production method we get GVA at basic prices out of it, that is gross value added, okay, at basic prices. What is this? Basically it is the value added by each sector in an economy. When I say each sector, then I mean primary sector, secondary sector and the tertiary sector. Okay, the three main sectors of an economy. So we are talking about the contribution that each sector is making in our national income, in our economy. So now you must have understood the meaning of gross value added and the significance of it. We use this method to find out if you want to study each sector properly. I want to see that how the primary sector is doing, how the tertiary sector is doing, how the secondary sector is doing in the economy and how much value they are adding in our economy, in our national income. तो हम GVA कब यूज करते हैं? जब हमें अलग अलग सेक्टर्स को स्टडी करना है, उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन स्टडी करना है कि वो कितना कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं, कौन ज़्यादा कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, कौन अच्छा कर रहा है, किसमें हमें ज़्यादा अब ध्यान देना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वहाँ पे वैल्यू कम निकल के आ रहा है. तो ये सारी चीज़ों को अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए हम GVA जो है वो कैलकुलेट करते हैं एट बेसिक प्राइसेस. यू रिमेंबर बेसिक प्राइस? इट इज द प्राइस दैट द प्रोड्यूसर इज एक्चुअली गेटिंग. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम समझते हैं थ्रू एन एग्जाम्पल. लेट्स से थ्री सेक्टर्स, लेट टेक थ्री सेक्टर्स. वी हैव अ फार्मर of primary sector, we have a baker of secondary sector, and let's say we have a shopkeeper of the tertiary sector. Okay, this farmer actually grows wheat. Okay, the baker makes bread. Okay, and the shopkeeper sells bread. Now when I say wheat, let's say the contribution of the farmer, that is the primary sector, in our output is that he produced in 1 year. I'm talking about 1 year because I hope you remember the definition of national income. So when I say 1 year, in 1 year the farmer contributed around rupees 5,000 of wheat. Now what happened was, this baker obviously bought the 5,000 rupees of wheat and added 5,000 rupees of its own value, because you know that to convert wheat into bread you need yeast, you need extra सामान, बहुत सारी चीजें चाहिए होती है. तो वो करा, तो फाइनल जो ब्रेड बन के आया उसका फाइनल वैल्यू इज 10,000. ठीक है, नाउ द शॉपकीपर bought this 10,000 worth of breads and added his own value of rupees 2,000 to it, for example packaging, selling, etc., and the final value came out to be 12,000. अब as you know that हम क्या करते हैं, द डेफिनेशन ऑफ नेशनल इनकम इज वैल्यू ऑफ फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन इकोनॉमी. सो लेट अस टेक द फाइनल वैल्यूज ऑफ द थ्री सेक्टर्स. दीज आर द फाइनल वैल्यूज ऑफ द थ्री सेक्टर्स. सो वी हैव rupees 5,000 plus rupees 10,000 and we have plus rupees 12,000, right? लेकिन you will see the wheat has been added twice here, the bread has been added twice here. It is double counting and we cannot double count because दो बार थोड़ी value add करेंगे, तो हमें ये value subtract करनी पड़ेगी. So what we will do is we will subtract the intermediate consumption. What do you mean by intermediate consumption? Basically वो consumption जिसको हम process कर रहे हैं, it is being used to transformed into the final goods and services. ठीक है, तो अब ये 5,000 वैल्यू था, स्टार्टिंग से 0 से 5,000 आया है, दिस इज द फाइनल गुड, तो ये 5,000 रहेगा. इसका हम ये कैंसिल कर देंगे बिकॉज वी ऑलरेडी एडेड द वैल्यू ऑफ व्हीट हियर. सो वी विल subtract 5,000 here. Okay, and because this 10,000 already has been added here, so again we will only subtract 10,000 rupees. How much do we get? 15,000, that is 22,000, no, not 22,000, we have 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7, 27,000 rupees. 27,000 rupees minus 15,000 rupees, we get 12,000 rupees, है ना? तो एक्चुअल में अगर आप देखोगे, एक्चुअल वैल्यू भी फाइनल जो बन के आई है वो 12,000 ही आई है, लेकिन द करेक्ट फॉर्मूला इज द वैल्यू ऑफ द फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज माइनस द वैल्यू ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स. ओके, सो Just a second, everyone. So GVA is equal to value of final goods and services minus value of intermediate goods, or you can say as intermediate consumption. Okay, this is the actual formula of GVA. Okay, so we find out GVA at basic prices. Now to go from GVA at BP to GDP at MP, what will we do? We will sum all the GVA, that is the, ये सबका sum तो हो ही गया है already, है ना, so सारे sectors का. So GVA at BP we will add net product taxes. Okay, that is GVA at BP plus we have indirect product taxes minus product subsidy, and this will be your GDP and we have MP. Clear everyone? This is how we use GVA method. Now I'll show you in the flow chart that we made in yesterday's class. Basically, if you see here what is in the flow chart, in the circular flow of income, you will see your GVA method is actually the basically value of goods and services contributed by each sector of the economy. So this and this will always be equal. Okay, I hope it is clear. There is another method to calculate actually GVA at BP, that is basic price, which is equal to, you remember, compensation to employees, compensation of employees, you can say, or compensation to employees, it is the same thing. Okay, so let us say it is compensation to employees here. Okay, you remember that, which includes wages in cash, wages in kind, and the employer's contribution to the social security schemes, that is a provident fund, etc. Okay, so compensation to employees plus operating surplus in mixed income we calculate as once this time. Okay, similar to the income method, and here we add one more component, and that is consumption of fixed asset. Okay, so what is the formula for this? Initial value minus current value. So it is more like depreciation to get the real value of the production of goods and services. ठीक है, तो consumption of fixed assets. Okay, so this is the formula for GVA at BP, and if you want to go from GDP, you want to go from GVA at BP to GDP at MP, what will you do? GVA at BP plus product tax minus product subsidy. अब आप बोलोगे मैम व्हाई आर वी एडिंग इट हियर? ओके, हम इसको कंजम्पशन ऑफ फिक्स्ड एसेट इसलिए ऐड करते हैं क्योंकि जब हम कंट्रीब्यूशन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो दिस इज द अमाउंट दैट अगेन इज बीइंग कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू प्रोड्यूस द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इन द मार्केट. द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू, you bought let's say a machine a year back and the initial value of that machine was, let's say, 20,000 rupees, and now that machine is for 18,000 rupees. So 2,000 rupees you have actually added the value to it because that 2,000 rupees you have used for replacement also. Okay, and basically that value will be included here to get the real value of the basic price of the GV of the contribution to the economy. Because वो value क्या होता है? That is just the counting method. You are anyway replacing the machine after the usage life. तो आप वो भी तो produce ही कर रहे हो, वो capital good भी तो produce ही कर रहे हो, तो इसीलिए we add the value. Okay, that every year this value is being added and in the end the whole capital good will be produced. Okay, I hope this is very clear. This was the GVA method. Why do we use it? We use it to find out the contribution of different sectors in the economy. Okay, be it your primary, secondary, tertiary sector. और अगर हम सारे GVA को add करें तो we will get GDP at MP by adding the net product taxes. Another thing that you must know about is GVA के बारे में जो आपको जानना चाहिए वो ये है कि GVA को ही ऐड करके वी नॉर्मली फाइंड आउट जीडीपी. एक्चुअल में यही होता है. इन प्रैक्टिकल यू कैन से रियल लाइफ रियल इकोनॉमी एक्चुअली जीवे कैलकुलेट करके क्वार्टरली जीडीपी निकाला जाता है. Okay, so this is very helpful for us to study the different sectors in an economy. I hope this is clear. In the next lecture, we will study about the expenditure method. Thank you so much.